My name is Jennifer Odutola. I'm a rheumatologist in private practice. I work in Leesburg, Northern Virginia. The biggest challenge about running a private practice, I would say, is the administration part. Human resources, managing your staff, and then of course the finances, trying to keep the overhead down, trying to have a good accounting system, knowing which vendors to work with. In rheumatology, we rely heavily on good GPOs. So those are what I have found the most challenging parts of owning a practice. The help I have received from the rheumatology group has been really invaluable, because the way I use the group is I just go through the chats. I put in the search engine the word virtual assistant, and I get numerous responses, which virtual assistant companies have been used, what people thought about them. So I tend to use that as my first port of call to narrow down my options. So I know that, okay, well, a good number of people had a good experience with this, or this person's experiences or needs, this person's needs echoed my needs, so therefore what they went with may be helpful. It just gives you a sense of not being alone, that this problem you are dealing with, other people have dealt with and have been able to often overcome. And what I've found with the group is, I don't think there's ever been a time where I've reached out to a person in particular and say, oh, look, you mentioned you used this company. Do you mind telling me a little bit more about your experience? And I would say without exception, the members are willing to, respond and tell you truthfully how they felt. And there's no judgment. It's just a really safe space to share information and retrieve information. If I had to describe myself before getting help from Caroline and the group, I would say I was nervous. I don't know if I can find three words. I would say the biggest word would be nervous, and that sense of being, battling these problems alone. So feeling maybe isolated, nervous and isolated. With having joined the group, I feel I have a community behind me. I feel I have the ability to find answers to questions. So the questions are still there, but there's a place I can find answers and trust the answers, trust the information.